Welcome to the Tradex Foods 3-Minute Market Insight. This is Tasha Cadence, and here's the seafood news for the week of May 11th, 2020. In this week's episode, we take a break from COVID-19 reporting and report on the snow crab market and fisheries for Alaska, Canada, and Russia. Selling points power minutes. SINBAD Gold POLLOCK loins, a clean protein. With buzzwords like gluten-free or responsibly sourced, restaurants can also add clean protein next to their pollock on their menus. What does it mean to be a clean protein? A clean protein is a completely unaltered, 100% all-natural product. SINBAD Gold POLLOCK loins contain absolutely zero additives, chemicals, or preservatives. When cooked, there's zero shrink from fillers, and the product doesn't fall apart. This means that the restaurant gets exactly the amount of fish they paid for, resulting in accurate profit margins and a product that consistently delivers on quality, flavor, and texture. Contact your Tradex Foods representative to schedule a demo. In Alaska's Bering Sea, the commercial snow crab fishery that ran from October 15th last year to May 15th this year essentially wrapped up with about 33.7 million pounds, or 15,327 metric tons, of Opilio snow crab harvested of a total allowable catch of 34 million pounds, or 15,431 metric tons, set for the 2019-2020 season. This season's TAC was up by 23% from 27.5 million pounds, or 12,510 metric tons, for the 2018-19 season. Although the TAC has increased, according to the North Pacific Fisheries Management Council, the biomass of snow crab in the Bering Sea is increasing, but at a slower pace than previously anticipated. On the supply and demand side, most of this year's Alaskan Opilio snow crab was in high demand and short on supply. Even amidst food service disruption due to COVID-19, snow crab demand from seafood buyers remained strong. Key markets for Alaskan snow crab are USA, Japan, and China, though mostly for reprocessing. Now moving on to Canadian snow crab. Canadian snow crab is harvested commercially in the Newfoundland and Labrador, southern Gulf of St. Lawrence, and the Maritimes areas. As such, the total allowable catch for the 2020 season is 29,551 tons, 31,340 tons, and 9,008.6 tons respectively, equating to over 154 million pounds of Canadian snow crab quota. The Newfoundland and Labrador TAC represents an overall quota level increase of 10% from 2019's 26,894 tons. The southern Gulf of St. Lawrence saw a marginal decrease from 32,480 tons and a slight increase in the Maritimes from 7,345 tons. Preliminary harvest totals for 2019 show 26,900 tons for Newfoundland, 30,200 tons for the Gulf, and 7,300 tons for the Maritimes. For Newfoundland and Labrador, the season officially started on Friday, May 8th, with the exception of Labrador, in which DFO has just announced that the snow crab fishery will open at 12 a.m. midnight on Monday, May 11th. Season end dates for this fishery still remain to be determined at this time. In the southern Gulf of St. Lawrence, the season started April 24th and will run until June 30th. For the Maritimes region, the season opened on April 1st and will run until August 18th for the northeastern Nova Scotia fishery, and August 31st for the southeastern Nova Scotia fishery. Canadian supply of snow crab is typically destined for the USA market for use in restaurants, buffets, cruise lines, casinos, and other food service, but is also exported into world markets such as Japan. Last year, producers shipped over 70 million pounds of Opilio snow crab into the USA. Now for some information on Russia's snow crab fishery. According to the UCN report, Russia's crab fishery is healthy, with the country's Ministry of Agriculture setting the 2020 national crab fishing quota just shy of 100,000 metric tons, divided between the country's Far East and the Barents Sea. Russia's Ministry of Agriculture split the crab fishing quota 80-20 between the Far East and Barents Sea respectively, with the former getting 79,000 tons and the latter 20,000 tons. The resource in the Barents Sea is split between red king crab and Opilio snow crab. Russia has been a major supplier to China and the Republic of Korea and saw a slight decline in its exports during the first half of 2019. when the export volume fell to 28,800 tons in 2019 from 30,500 tons during the same period in 2018. The most important market for the Russian Federation is the Republic of Korea, which is also the main market for Chinese crab exports. Chinese crab exports fell by 15.8% to 25,900 tons during review period. Half of these exports went to the Republic of Korea. As for the exports into the U.S. market, in 2019, the U.S. imported 25.9 million pounds of Russian snow crab. As for fishery politics, powerful new players have emerged as a result of government-run auctions for crab quotas in Russia. The auctions, which collectively handed out 15-year fishing rights to around 50% of Russia's total allowable catch for crab, or around 46,000 metric tons. Rosary Bolotstvo held a crab quota auctions for the far eastern and northern regions between October 7th to 15th, with a baseline cost of RUB 125.5 billion, or 1.75 billion and 1.9 billion US, for the 41 lots. On a final note, we spoke to crab industry veteran Les Hodges on current global market conditions for crab due to COVID. Although he refrained from divulging much information to us, he advised us that he is currently in the process of writing May's monthly newsletter, Crab from an International Perspective. Stay tuned into our 3-minute market insight as we provide the most current market insight on crabs and COVID-19. Thank you for joining me for the Tradex Foods 3-Minute Market Insight. This has been Tasha Cadence reminding you to stay safe, buy smart, and eat more seafood.